very model of a modern major general. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Greetings, everyone. I am Winnie Wriggle, and welcome back to Vintage Story Legendale. I forgot to start the game before I started recording. Happy Friday, y'all. I am extremely glad that it is Friday. We have some simple plans today. We're going to do some crafting fun. Ooh, there I am. Good morning. It's almost like I had my place all picked out when I logged off last night, and then I forgot to log in. I have no coffee and no tea yet. And this is tragic. It is because the water boiler was empty this morning when I woke up. So I'm currently waiting for the water to boil. So I've got a timer on Alexa, and I'm going to disappear in like 10 minutes for like 60 seconds and go make my instant coffee so that I can function. Woo! Okay, what are we doing today? Today, we're gonna do a couple of things. The first thing is we got just a handful of chores to do around this base, and then we're gonna start up a kiln fire of some raw blue ceramic vessels, because if we do this, yeah, if I go blue clay, yeah, that'll work. So if we look at this, I was just plowing around in recipes and remembering that we have all these blueprints from the Better Ruins mod, and if we fire raw blue clay storage vessels in our beehive kiln with no doors open, we get cream ceramic storage vessels, and look what we can make from them. Look at these, they're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. Like, some of them you can buy, but like this one I haven't seen. This one I haven't seen. I'm sure they're out there. They're gorgeous. So we're gonna make these. And you make them with a little ceramic bowl of dye, the vessel, the blueprint, and then leather for that one. This one's just the green dye. And as you know, we have an entire dye house full of dye. So that's the first thing we're gonna do, is we're gonna go, and while we do that, we'll talk about the rest. We'll go over to our little beehive kiln and set this off. Exciting. So we're gonna make ceramic vessels. One, I'm gonna make some straw mannequins for, happy to just pick these up, yeah. I'm gonna make some straw mannequins because you can put clothing on them, which is kind of cool. And we're gonna buy a clothing trader from our local clothing trader, hopefully. Do I have? Sure, I have more crates. Yes, we do. I don't know what kind of weird mix of stuff I had in here last time. I think I had stacks of bricks in addition to the vessels, and that's why they're so jank today. Do I have anything else to fire while we're here? What does, what do red clay vessels do with no doors open? No doors open gives us tan, but tan can't be used for anything. So yeah, that's right. I was just gonna do this batch. Okay. There it is. We're also going to decorate some more houses in Legendale. I've already decorated one that I want to show you. It's fun. I decorated our treasure hunter, I think. Pretty sure. And oh, there's the other grate. Shh. Why are you up there? I think I stacked them. Okay, and maybe we can guess right how many. We only need 9 stacks of wood. Fill up the bottom. Decorating. We're making those artisan container. We're gonna make some clothing, new clothing that we haven't made before. We're gonna try to make fireworks. That sounds fun. Speaking of fireworks, Is chat on fire this morning? I think they are. Lee! You're first in this morning, my friend. Welcome. First in chat. Tejas, good morning. Lurking is great. We support the lurking. We love it. Shiva Bun Bun, how are you today, sir? Kirk! Good morning, Kirk. It's good to see you all. I'm a little bit grumpy about not having coffee yet. I'm not gonna lie. There was a refilling the water boiler failure in our household that's gonna have to be discussed. Sometimes it's those things that's like, why is there nothing in here? Where's my water? Yeah. That was exactly Winnie's morning. Okay, this, we know we can do this. We just have to hold our mouths right. There we go. Boom. I should have just made the front one just like these. Okay, is that it? Everything? Y'all are totally packed? Dude, I did pretty good estimating how much. Boom. Are you lit? Yeah, in-game time 15 hours. You don't have to light it from multiple places. I just find it fun that I can do that. And that they should catch really fast. Yeah, there it goes. Yep. They're all lit. Nice. And this 1,444.95 hours? Sure. Awesome. Okay, but here's the artisan blueprint. I'll show you. This is what you use to create all these, right? And some of them are fun. Like, I have a handful of earthy brown ceramic vessels, so we'll make these too while we wait on the others to fire. Fire! So that means there's also going to be a use for all the random empty bowls I have around. We should go get. Let's get our vessels and our dye and try to make a couple of these. So I'm actually really excited. What happened is that I went to decorate the artisan's house since we put them down last time, and was like, oh, I'll go get the storage vessels that we have. Surely we have some pretty ones, and we kind of do. Get distracted by the smacking. Class was excellent. Thank you. The students are working on their final projects for the year. Like, we have some cool ones. Also, look at this. I have this cream irrigation vessel, and I looked up the recipe for this somewhere. I ran into, I'm getting distracted, but I want to see if this is a real thing. I ran into a recipe where if you combine an irrigation vessel with resin, it turns it back into a storage vessel. Oh my god, it works. Look at this. Okay, Shiva, who I think it was you and me both who've done this frequently. If you accidentally turn your storage vessels into, oh no, I guess it's for irrigation vessels. We were talking about the decorative vessel. If you accidentally turn it into a decorative vessel, there's nothing you can do. But if you have extra irrigation vessels, you can turn them back into storage vessels. That's what I'm going to do, because I don't need a cream irrigation vessel. We like ours to match. But if you have extra irrigation vessels you made and you want to turn them back into storage vessels, you just use resin to do it. That's freaking amazing. So now I have a cream... Nope. I have a cream storage vessel. Gimme. I gotta find it. Cream ceramic storage vessel. Aha. And we could turn it into one of these. What do you want to do? That one's blue dye. This one looks cool. This. Okay. Orange dye. The blueprint. and the vessel. That's all we need. I love this. And then we'll also go get, okay, there's a bowl. And there's a bowl. And there's a bowl. We have all the bowls. Did I pick those up? What's happening to those? I just set them down. Oh, I just stacked them on top of each other. Did you know you could do that? I didn't know you could do that on shelves. Why am I learning all this stuff? Oh, I was in the middle of decorating houses. That's why my inventory is a disaster. I got inspired, then I was like, oh, we'll do the rest of this on stream together. It'll be fun. Okay, orange dye. We're gonna make fireworks today. And I'm gonna change outfits into a spring outfit because it's March in our world. And I don't think we'll be going to the snow anytime soon. I also did a lot of more dented cloth in case we need more dyed cloth. And crap, I've got the oranges being used because I'm dyeing things. Really? And it's got 10 cloth in it. Okay, we'll turn the other yellow into orange as well. We grab some onions. It only takes 8 hours for the dye to do its thing. Whether it be cloth or the dye itself. So we get 50 onions. So you use onions to make yellow and orange dye. Once you get yellow, twice you get orange. So I'm going to turn this other barrel of yellow dye into orange dye. Be excited. I mean, we have to wait anyway. See, we'll turn into 50 liters of orange dye after however many hours of sealing. I also made... What else did I turn into dye? Nope, that was it. Oh, I created the yellow. I was like, there was something else I was waiting on. Okay. What else can we do this without having to wait for orange? Let's see. White. Cream. Storage. Let's see. I like the rain one. But this one's pretty. The rutile is beautiful. Okay, that's just blue. Blue dye with the blueprint. Blue dye. This, I didn't know this was this easy. What? No. That should be doing a thing. Cream ceramic storage vessel. Oh, does the color of the bowl matter? Surely not. No, that was the black one. Artisan blueprint. Artisan blueprint. You and you. Why are you not working? I wonder if this storage vessel's buggy. Okay, let's go get our brown ones and see. What if I set you out in the world and then pick you up? Are you a little happier about what you are? Aha, yeah, see. Okay, so, very important. I figured this might be the case. Game has weird things when tile entities change identities, change IDs. So if you ever have something that won't craft, that you just altered, set it on the ground. Because then when you pick it up, the game will reset its identity as what it is. It's just like a weird coding thing. There it is. Look at that. We made that pretty vessel. That's so cool. Okay, let's get the others. Oop. They're here. I have 3 earthy storage vessels. Alexa, stop. Set another timer. I still haven't heard the... Oh, there it goes. The water boiler sings when it's ready. Haha, I'll be right back. And we're back. I have some lovely coffee. Instant, but it's the fancy instant. And it's leaded. Because it was a very late night. I did not just spill boiling coffee on my shirt and burn myself. Nope. Totally didn't. Okay, we have a dock ceramic vessels. Yeah, our water boiler is something I've had for more than, well, way longer than a decade now. Wow. If you didn't know, Winnie lived in Japan many years ago for work. And so I now own a water boiler and a rice cooker and Japanese food, one of my favorite foods. But a water boiler just sits on your counter and it always has water that's hot enough to make tea and coffee out of. Like 24/7. It's amazing. Okay, our earthy brown ceramic. Ooh, these are cool. Okay, we can make the rime with white dye. We'll do one of those. The loam, I don't really care about. Undergrowth is pretty. Beehive with yellow. The harvest with orange. We're waiting on orange. And we can make cloisonne with green dye and 2 gold bits. Do I have 2 gold bits? I think that's different than gold. I have 3 gold ingots. Can I chisel ingots into bits? Oh, I can. Do I want to do that? Sure, why not? Haha. Okay, let's go make a cloisonne vessel. I know, but part of what happened is I went in to look at my collection of ceramic vessels, and I had quite a few. Like, I have a lot of pots and stuff, but I didn't have any of the pretty ones, and that was disappointing. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, look at that. Cloisonne. Oh, it's beautiful. What's the other one I wanted to make? The rime. It's one of my favorites. White dye. Dark vessel. Rime. Sweet. Okay, what are we going to do the last one? Probably the harvest. Do I have orange? Orange is being made. Beehive. Let's do that one. We need some yeller. Need some yeller dye. There we go. So you can use dye for all kinds of different things. This is so cool. Look how cool they are. Okay. I'm very excited about that. What else would be in an artisan's, like, mostly it's gonna be the dyes. Mostly it's gonna be the vessels and the pot. Like, that's what they sell, are vessels and flower pots. So we have a bunch of flowers there. And I have a metric ton of flower pots. So let me set this down. This is like the one random bowl. There we go. Let's sleep. So we give that orange dye time to cook and process, and Winnie can have another sip of her coffee. I really did just burn the crap out of my lap. Well, right on my poor little tummy. Just one little sploosh of really hot coffee. Look out, it's hot. Oh, it's so good though. 7:15 is perfect time to wake up. It's a perfect day. Oh, we already used all the vessels. That's fine. The other thing I want to make before we go back over there are the decorative display cases. Which, yeah, here we go. Do we want a tall one? It's just glass and wood. I was hoping it would be that simple. I feel like even the treasure hunter might have. And what if I used... If you stick glass in here, you get slabs some way. There it is. What if I put slabs with wood? Where did my wood go? Do I get the shorter ones? Aha! Yes, that's what I want. The pretty ones. Short display case. Because it turns out we have a lot of butterflies. I also made a medallion rack. What else? So the artisan's gonna need shelves. What do I have that we can make shelves of? We can make them out of acacia. I think I have... Oh, there's all kinds of crap. Let's, we'll take that. And maybe that. And then the artisan would probably have pretty things on the walls. Look, now we're just shopping in our junk chest. Oh, that can go in the treasure hunter side of things. Maybe the artisan would have a skull. We need the extra bed. Shield. Kitty mask. Maybe we'll use the aged treasure chest. No, I like the gold one. It's very shiny. And our butterfly pins. I have been using them for decoration. There's another bronze gem necklace. I think golden georgette can also be used for decoration. Okay, let's run into Legendale. I'm totally ignoring my chores. It's classic on a Friday. Like, who would do chores on a Friday? So, last time we were here, we did the rancher house, which is still quite epic. I love it. I love that we used the vintage story roofing mod for the roof. Here's our rancher buddy, Big Joe. He sells animals and things, but he also has a great price on purchasing grains. It's like all the bazillion flax in our thing. He also will sell a chef and a forester trader, which is cool. Oh, and we need to grab some pigs and put in there. So he's good to go. Okay, he's all decorated out, which is nice. I want to work on, and then I also did the treasure hunter, who's upstairs here. So we've got little ceramics and some odd like things and a flowering pot on a pedestal. I put the armor stand with some of our random pieces of found armor. Well, I made the plain gamma sun because it's cheap. I put the pin holders. There's a butterfly pin. Remember we like sell a treasure hunter a pin bronze pickaxe to get the oh you have your stuff is reset. Thank you. Beautiful. I should put temporal gears in here. Let's put these. And maybe these are better for the luxuries trader. I don't know. But we needed something visual to go in here, right? And then I put like the saber tooth and the statue and maybe the clay cauldron and then some pelts and things. Oh, and one of our pillar busts. And a couple of lanterns. So, you know, it looks like... Now, Denif doesn't have a bed, but maybe Denif lives somewhere else and commutes into town. Right? There was no room for a bed. Sorry about no bed. Okay, then we have the artisan is here. So we may adjust this. I don't know that we'll leave I don't know that we'll leave the stove and things in here. I feel like I want to put pedestals there instead. So, because we can just pick those up and use them elsewhere. Do I have some chalk? So we have polished chalk rock, which might do very well for some kind of pedestal-y thing, and maybe even some shelving. Although acacia is also nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. That's just a rock. Yeah, this just comes in 2 pieces that I can use somewhere else. And boom. Boom, boom. Okay, and then we could put a display case here. And maybe one of the fancy containers. And the artisan can have the butter. No! Oh no! No! What happened? Why? Why? Are you alive? Okay, you live in here now. Wow. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess a butterfly display case is different. Who knew? But I do want to put... Do we put display cases like that back there? I think so. And then we could do something like this, so they're scattered, but really, if I stick some redwood up here, and then we can chisel another shelf out of this. Yep. Get up here out of the way. It has to be a whole block top to set the storage vessel down. So we can chisel underneath, but not the top. Sir, you're in my way, lady. I kind of want to leave a little edge back here. The doggos are loud. I wonder if it's a turtle. Probably a turtle. Sorry. It's gonna smack me. Yep. Well, if you wouldn't come stand in front of my chisel. Jeez. Yeah, now we can put these up here. Along with some flower pots, I think. What else? Or maybe another display case? Something? Sure. Okay. Every ceramic artist I know has a cow skull on the wall. It's just a thing that has to happen. Maybe we don't have this. Maybe we do... Like the treasure hunter, we have some little spaces for things. Oh, that needs more space. You're in the space I want to put something in. Can you, like, not and say we did? Thanks. Ah, perfect. Beautiful. And, oh, I was gonna make, oh, I know what I was gonna do. I forgot it. Oh, please. Home. Also, I need flower pots. I was gonna grab mortar. Maybe, possibly. Where are you? Who knows? Did I take it all to I might have taken it all to Legendale. It's possible. Well, here's another pretty one. Flower pots. That's the other thing I want to grab, and I don't need you. And you go there, and you go here. Look at our, we're racking up the temporal gears. Holy Toledo. Some of this I just don't need in my pocket. Like maybe the rest of the gold. Yeah. And this is our stove, which should go somewhere. It should go somewhere. Okay, the gold can just sit in there for a second. I think flower pots. I came in here to do that. Here we go. There's an undergrowth. Some of these are kind of boring. I need to make cool flower pots too. Here we go. Chthonic. We'll put one outside. Earthy brown. Like, can I do something fun with that? I can. I can turn it into the rhyme one. Oh, so the pattern applies to anything. White dye with a plain brown, no matter what it is, gives you the rhyme version of it. Is there a wall glass display case, or is that a mod? Peter, let me check. Glass tanks. What is this? Well, we don't have that. There's aged glass tanks. Ruined. There's a bookshelf that's a glass case that hangs on the wall. That's cool, but I don't see the recipe for it. We have cabinets. I'll look up the word display here in a second. Cabinet doors, millions of lanterns. Let's see. Display. We have the schematic rack. Medallion rack. I didn't know there were sword pedestals. What? Bald cypress sword pedestal. You can make a sword in a stone? What the heck even? Medallion rack. Oh, here we go. Butterfly display panels. My bad. I thought they went in cases. Now I feel bad. Okay, that's kind of what I was going for. Okay, so glass, wood, linen, sticks. We have all that. I'm going to turn this brown planter into a rhyme planter. Because I can. Woo! Did I bring my little dishes? I did. White dye. Oops. White dye. Like so, like so. Look at that. Rhyme planter. That's the coolest thing ever. Okay, mortar. I'm also here for mortar. Because I never finished my sentence. I have the red ceramic tile circle pattern that we found in a ruin. And you can use it to make the red ceramic blocks. Legend. But it needs to be mortared together. Yes, here's our mortar. You have to do like this. There we go. And that, see, like in an artisan studio, that's way more artisan studio, I think. This is it. This is what Winnie's doing today. In case that was unclear. Okay, we'll have to pick all this up to make this happen. Yes, yes, like that. We can set stuff down before she, like, stands on it again. There we go. Now it looks like an artisan studio. Now she's up in the wall. Quick. Quick. Like a bunny. Ah, see? See, there was a vision. And then let's put... What did I bring with us? I brought wall art. Because artisan. Do you have a flat wall? You do. You have an upstairs too. This is our luxuries trader who's Karen, right? Still am not over that. So this whole house needs to look very riche. Very riche. The side project count is climbing really fast. I know. Yeah. Like, we can put a flower pot here with stuff in it. What are we gonna put in there? Let's see. Orange, white, purple. I think the purple. I keep using this inside, but it's because it's such a great pop of color. There we go. And you can still get up the ladder, right? You could probably actually have a bed. Should we do that for you? Like, cozy. Cozy, intensely cluttered, but cozy. And, I was, Mr. Butterfly, you're just gonna be in here forever until I make a net, right? Yeah, probably. And then how could we do, like, some outside stuff? Loam. Aha! Reusing what we have. Is this? Yes, we can set stuff on this wall. We could do a little... I don't know what I'm doing here. We're just gonna make stuff up. Some kind of randomly meaningful sculpture thing on the outside. Like a... I don't know. That looks like an oil can. Does it look like something artistic? Sure. Oh, I should have made it Cocopelli. That would have been fun. I don't know what this means. It's kind of like a watering faucet, right? What is that? Who knows? But it's like, you know, something fancy is here. It's a good indicator. A key? Mysterious. Stuff open to interpretation. That's what that is. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, did you have enough light in here? Yes. Plenty. Need to put more stuff in the... This is so cool looking now. With the vessels. In fact, you could just keep the fancy vessels and then we could come in here and use them. That would be ideal. Well, I'm going to use these two. I say that. I'm I'm gonna put these places. I didn't have these in my pocket when I was doing the... I keep falling off the stairs. Stairs are small. Do you have room for a vessel in here? I don't think so, but I kind of want to get rid of the... Like, you're more refined than that. Let's put the fancy red vessel in there. Yeah. That works. Garage. I kind of want that up on something, but maybe this should be the thing on the pedestal, and the flower watering can should be... I mean, just saying. Sometimes Winnie gets it backwards. Oh! There we go. Maybe even this way. Since that's a brighter pop of color. And you can go sideways. But not that way, this way. Sure. Can't get them to set down diagonal anymore. I thought that that was a thing, but not. Apparently not. Put you there. The precarious flower pot. I like it. I like it. Let's put something in it. Like a big obnoxious fern. Yeah. Beautiful. That's awesome. To totally go here. Hold on. Just, you know, just got the backwards thing. Like, I find the idea and then be like, it did not go there. There we go. There is some balance. Visual balance is the thing. This should actually be aligned. I like that a lot, actually. So then as we're walking through, like, it looks lived in now. Because we have all these little touches. Like a balcony covered in somebody's stuff is much better. Okay. You are upstairs, aren't you? Yes. And who are you? You're a commodities merchant. Okay. And who do you have for sale? You have another commodities trader. Oh, we bought the clothing trader. The clothing trader is who I want to do next. Because I don't know if we have a house for them. Or a place. I guess technically... Like, we don't have anything on this floor. In our base. Like, we could be the ones living down here. Right? With our bed in the attic. I could put the clothing trader right above us. It's an empty space. Also, this painting should go in the treasure hunter house, I think. Although we are going to have a painting person. Should this go in the artisan or the treasure hunter? Maybe the artisan. Yeah, there we go. Unless, do this without hidden things. Artwork on the wall, I kind of like it where it was. We'll bring more. Grit is like, you filled up my room with stuff. Yes, and it's beautiful now. And then we're gonna do the same thing with Karen. Like, we're gonna do for fancy chairs, all kinds of stuff. Part of playing the game. It's like playing Sims, I guess. It's the closest equivalent. Alrighty, our I think our kiln firing is probably not quite ready. Kirk is like, so much stuff, so little space. It's like the tiny apartments in Tokyo, yes. The little 2 meter by 2 meter. I lived in a hotel for 6 months, and my room was like one room with an attached bathroom. It was 8 feet by, I want to say 12 feet, because it had room. There was a bed, a twin bed, a chair, a tiny desk, and a wardrobe that was like 12 inches of hanging space. Like, I'm not even kidding. 12 inches of hanging space, enough to put your shoes in the bottom. Kind of built into the desk thing. And then a little micro bathroom. You could literally brush your teeth, shower. Like, you could do everything without moving. At all. It was fun. There's a reason everybody in Tokyo gets out of their houses during the day. It's because the living spaces are so tiny. Okay, is this going to bother me that is... It is. Me. We're also doing, like, construction cleanup here. Oh, it's really going to bother me that it goes the other direction. Of course it is. So the way to fix that is to put the wood in the direction you want it, chisel it, and then pick it up. And make sure you're adding the chiseled pieces to your original piece, and then it'll run the right direction. A little bit of a pain, but totally doable. Add the chiseled piece, and then you should be matchy. Nice. Very good, very good. Wow, there's so much room in here. Let's do something like that. And then let's go grab our... This is where copy paste comes in handy. I'll grab my pantograph, which is already in my pocket. Yep. Pantograph. And I'm going to copy those shelves that I made for the artisan. Like that. And I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to paste. And they're backwards, so we just use our wrench, turn them around. And now we have shelves that are matchy-matchy. And who are we going to put down here? I think we're going to put, like, somebody worky. Who do we still have to place is my real question. I have a survival goods and a clothing. Okay, survival goods goes underneath the... So that's the treasure hunter. These are the two most common. What's your name? Axe. That's a perfect name for a survival goods trader. Oh my god. You're amazing, sir. Yeah, it's better than anything. I think, like, you don't quite have enough light in here. We'll put one maybe in the corner. Good. Okay, if you're survival goods, you can have a crate of things. And it makes sense that you would have a... Maybe I should put the... if you're survival goods, I wonder if I should put the forge in here, since we don't have the equivalent of a blacksmith. Or you're the one that has an actual stove. Let's do that. Let's put the stove in here. Because survival, right? Survival. And these should fit just fine. We're going to turn it around. Boom. Boom. Aha! It's almost like I planned it. Okay, and of course I threw away that piece of counter. But maybe the forge is the right thing to put in here. Yeah. Sure. And then we can put some of our ugly plain storage vessels in here. We might put a pretty one outside. See, I already put crates out here. Crates out here, crates in there. What else? You sell pickaxes and things. So we might do racks of stuff with the crates underneath. Can I turn things around? Oh my god, you can. That's so great. That's beautiful. I love this. Oh, that kind of blocks the bench, doesn't it? There's no real place for things. I didn't quite make... Like, can I get... Acquire solid ground. I really thought I made these, like, they should be the equivalent of a solid block. They're the same height. I'll bet I could... Hold on. A piece of K-pop is what I need. Stripped. Oh, Mr. Survival Goods could have like a chest and some of this other stuff on his shelves and a barrel. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but what I need is this, the debark K-pop. I think we can do this. I think I can... Where do we want to put it here? Pick this up. Set down a whole thing. Put the ceramic on it. And then copy just the shape. Ah, yeah, see? Yeah, game. Don't even tell me I can't make things happen. Let's give it a flower. A flower. What do we want? A daisy. Let's do a daisy outside the survival guy. Beautiful. Nicely, nicely. Okay, and then like crates and barrels and things. So you might have an oven like that. Sure. For making bread, because you could. And then crates. And a chest. And if we were cool, we would kind of make this even, I think. Can I put a chest on top of a crate? Look dumb? No, it'll look totally intentional. Okay. I love it. Just like you've got goods, right? Like goods everywhere. All the goods. And a barrel. Because everybody needs a barrel in their house. You even have a bed. No, but we could... Oh, you know what we could do is... Okay, here's a question. Are the doors... They're outside of this space. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the doors here, and then we're going to modify the shelf. So you can actually get in. I did this, the shelves that are over my smithy doors are like this. They're sitting on top of a door. And I carved out the underside so you could get under it without having to crouch. I did like... You just have to leave enough to hold up the sides. Like so. Right? Because this is the method to my madness here. We're gonna make a bed. And put it on this shelf. Maybe. If I can get a little step this to the side. There we go. Nice. So he's got a bed. And if you didn't know, you could do that, and it's a perfectly legitimate spawning point. And then we could take this weird lantern. If you want to sleep in this, don't do that, but that makes it cool looking, like it draws our eye up. And then I'm going to move this lantern up into that corner. Yes. And we could even do something fun like a tiny vent-a-hood. Like Sims levels of... Like just a little thing. Just a little... A little hood over the stove. Not that the stove works. I live for this stuff. Let's see. Let me get it. Sir! Ow! He's gonna smack me. I'm sorry. You're really... Are you trapped? I know. Go some other direction. He looks very upset. I'm sorry. I'm busy. There we go. It's gotta look like it worked. You're... Every time. Every time. There it is. Good enough. Could it have been darker? Sure. Nope, I kind of like it. Chonk. Because it's, yeah. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping. It's good. Maybe even the barrel can go, like... No, not in there. Can I... barrels don't have gravity, do they? No, they have to be on solid blocks. Okay. That's fine. What else? We could give you some carpet. Although I think you need rush matting. Not fancy carpet. Can I make that out of this? How do you make rush matting? Rush matting, probably, yeah, cattails. Okay. Surely we have some of those. Why, yes, look at that. That with a thing. No, what was it? Show me that again. Diagonal. Nice, we'll need a lot. We'll need some of this. Can you put a cattail in a flower pot? That's what I want to know. I think you can. I think you can put cattail roots in a flower pot. Possibly. There. Have some rush matting. Beautiful. The bed on the ledge, I think, is my favorite part about this. I think we also need, like, things hanging from the ceiling, but I don't know what yet. Like, you can put storage vessels anywhere. Alright, not storage vessel. What do you call it? Crates. Treasure hunter? Whatever you... What else do you sell? This is the other thing. Yeah, see? Hay bed. Sewing kit. Oh, the linen sacks. We could set one of those down. And shields. That shield is cool. And can we put it... We can make a shield rack. But the linen sack would be... Because I think you just need... one of you and one of you. Yeah. And maybe a survival goods guy needs cow skulls too. Possibly. And I can put shield wall mount is leather with 4 wood. We can do that. Linen sack. Can I set you? No, you go in there. Like you need gravity. Could we make another shelf here? I should have it in here. Oh no, that's a pillar right now. Okay. Undo. I want the fancy shelves. Fancy shelf. There we go. Is it the right direction? Mm? Really? Do it this way, and then we could adjust it to be like... an actual shelf. Yeah. Beautiful. And then the linen sack can go here. Not that you can see it. Okay, how about... I don't know. It's fine. There's like stuff up there. And you can put a shield on a thing on the wall, and the cow skull. And what else can I make that's like... We could make flint tools, and they would look like important things. Oh, here we go. A ceramic... we could just make a shelf. Yes, that's good. That's like survival, whatevers. And then put random... maybe one of my extra little things. Yes? Sure. And then maybe a ladder without purpose, because sometimes... the ladder to get to the bed. I like that. Maybe like that. Okay, axe. You're all set. You have plenty of light. You absolutely look like survival goods. And we kind of know that based on what's outside of your house. Also, you're in the tree mural. I was gonna put the forester in there, but it makes more sense that my treasure hunter and my survival goods guy are together. That makes my brain happy. Crab! The other thing I didn't do last time we were here... Tejas, you're glad when you were stationed in Japan and you had base quarters? All your friends' places were tiny. Oh, I bet the base quarters were huge compared. That's so cool you spent time there. I love living in Japan. That's one of my favorite periods of my life. I had an absolute blast. And I made sure that like every weekend I went somewhere. Because we had, our transportation was so cheap. Yeah, all the flax is ready. Let me grab a side. And maybe do a little pocket empty. Let's do it this way. From here, let's run back to Rootholm. And let me shove some of this in cabinets. like. Decorative things we were using in Legendale, including rugs. And the tools I have are the Legendale. They're the Legendale tools, so I can't leave them here. Because I already have a full set here. They need to go back to their home there. 14 crab. Can you smoke a crab? Inquiring minds want to know. Where's my flax? There it is. We should take some of this and sell it. Well, we'll sell what we have there. Sure. What else is like ridiculousness? That all needs to go back at some point. Okay, that's good. I'm pretty sure I have a sickle there, but let's take one just in case. Because I frequently will forget. Oh yeah, I do have a copper one that we need to use up. Okay. Frequently, I will keep things in my pockets from Legendale, go back to Root Home, and it'll be a big oops. Yeah, let's do some chores while Winnie finishes her coffee and catches up with chat. Put the clothing person in the dye room. That's a great idea, Kirk. You mean the one we have here in Legendale? That's my paper making room. But I guess it could just as easily be a dye room. That's a really good idea. Because I was kind of thinking clothing person, and I'm going to make the mannequins and put the clothes in the shop with the clothing person. Like it's a clothing store, right? In one of the village houses proper. But there might be, in the paper making room was going to be a commodities merchant. I've already put one down somewhere. I can't remember. Okay, how's our... Well, you're super K depleted. Okay, we'll grow something else. Oops. Didn't quite get all of that. We almost have... Yeah, I need to do more irrigation vessels. That's on the list. They just make the water consistency much better. Because they give all the... Any crop within a 1 block radius around the irrigation vessel gets 100% moisture. Which is mighty convenient. Hey, why does it miss blocks sometimes? I don't know what that is. It doesn't always grab everything. Y'all are done, right? Yes. I had a snafu on the community server where all my flax looked like this. Like it was all matchy-matchy and I thought the field was done. It was at 8 of 9. 8 of 9. I got my seeds back. But I cut an entire field without noticing that it wasn't actually right. And got no flax. It's very sad. It's so therapeutic to come harvest all of our flax fields, especially since I'm gonna dye more fabric. I think I have fabric in every color now. I don't think I was waiting on anything because there's some fun stuff that I want to make. We're doing the home ec portion of Vintage Story today. What are we gonna plant here? We have 3 huge fields, none of which are capable of supporting flax right now because I have planted double crops of flax on top of each other. I think I need to do another big round of veggies. Out here. I mean, they're primarily the purpose of Legendale is to be our flax field. But let's do some cabbage because it's N. Onions because we need them for dye. And we're in March. Carrots. Maybe parsnips and carrots, and I'll go see if I have more. And soybeans. Oh no, soybeans need K. I need stuff that does not need K. Like carrots need K. It's a bad idea right now. Spelt. And then let's do this. Because my big seeds are here. Do I have cabbage here? Yes. Let's do a gigantic field of cabbage. And peanuts. And where's the rest of my spelt? Licorice. Oh, there's onions. We could do an entire field of onions. Wow. Oh yeah, there. It's 184 spelt. Mm-hmm. Oh, field of sunflowers. We can do that here. Amaranth. And fennel. I do want more fennel so that we can do bait. Let's see. Look at this flax haul. 2 full fields. That's amazing. I typically bring most of the flax back here. Because. How are we doing? Let's do that. Turn all this into... Yep. 99 linen, 127 flax twine. We're good. We can make another boat now. I want to make a boat up where our northern base is. And then look at all the fabric we have that I've dyed. I think I just need... I need the orange, which we're waiting on. Yellow, green, blue, purple. We have everything else. Black, white, gray. Nice. Okay, let's go plant fields real quick. Because we can. And I am going to actually leave some of the flax here. Oh dear, see, stuff is expired. 48 days. 3 days, spoiled. That goes in the rot bins. 23 days, that goes in the rot bin. Do I have flax here? I do. 6 years. Wow, I have a ton of flax. Who knew? Respelt. Okay, I guess we'll put all this in that root home. Forgot I left crop harvests here. I don't think I realized that. Let's do another big cabbage. A cabbage. Field. Planting. You need... Just double checking N, and we have plenty of N. Okay, I realized... God, I meant to do this much earlier. Game music might be insanely loud for y'all. It was in the recording. I missed one? I did. I can tell. Ooh, that filled it up exactly. Okay. And let's do fennel on the other half. Right, you need N. That's good. Yes. All of our nitrogen crop. good enough. We don't need a million fennel. Just enough to make fishing bait. Okay, and this, wow, that's recovering that K really fast. Let's do spelt. I guess we should do a whole spelt crop. No, who doesn't need excessive amounts of crops? You literally could get away with a farm that's like just 4 blocks of water. Like, and that would feed you for the year. Grow a grain crop, grow a veggie crop, you'd be set. You do not have to be as excessive. I say that they nerfed how much crops produce in 1.22, which I think was a very good move because farming used to get pointless. Now at least there's a purpose. Okay, onions. Let's do onions. Because you need P and we're good on P. Yes, okay, good. And in case you're wondering where the crazy numbers are coming, we have a mod called Compost Tweaks installed. I think that's plenty of onions, really. Let's do some parsnips just for giggles. And maybe peanuts. Good enough. And another row of onions as we can. Okay. There's no space should left ungrown. Yeah, they nerfed the number of crops you get from planting so that there's a little bit more, not by much. I want to say like reduced it by 40 or 50% would be my guess. Okay, let's put you. Nope. You and you. No, you need to stay there. I would like to put you down there. There we go. You need to make some actual pickled red onions. Ooh, like in real life. In real life. Speaking of pickled onions, it made me think of pigs. Not sure why. We're gonna put carrots are about to expire, and these are about to expire, and these are spoiled. So I'm gonna put them on here, and then we're gonna add this flax to our storage. Okay, we're full on flax. I'm gonna move my flour somewhere else because we're full up on flax. That's 51% spoiled. My sandwiches are fresh for 60 days. We could have been eating sandwiches. What? I forgot I made sandwiches. We're gonna eat those. Dirt and spoiled meat. I had two thoughts I was trying to finish. One is let's move pigs to the rancher's house. That's first because I think. Okay, I know we have cages. We just have to find them. Those are the little cages. That's good. That's a good start. I think they might be out in storage. Yes, yes. Also, I have brown cloth, which can go in there. There's so much stuff. Like the hourglass. And why are my path blocks not in the dirt thing? No idea. No idea. Okay, cages. Where did Winnie put the cages? Not here. Oh, I only have 2 sturdy backpacks. Oh, I still have 2 sturdy backpacks to make. Wow. Oh, the elk is just chilling. Thank God he can't get out that door. He's too fat. Okay, cages, right? Right. I know I have some. Am I dreaming that? I may be dreaming that. We did never have to catch pigs, did we? Because they fell into my pit and I built the pig sorter around them. So I haven't made cages. Huh. Okay. Let's make some pig cages. So if we go to meat, we need a medium animal cage. So copper ingot, sticks and boards. We could totally do that. For some reason I thought it might be a copper rod, and that is not true. Oh, and if we're really cool, no, we'll take like a mama, a papa, and a couple of mamas from the existing generation because we have baby pigs right now. They have already had their brood. There it is. Coppa, sticks, boards. Makes sense. They're big. They don't stack. But they'll do. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. The only thing I don't like about these is that you have to... See, our pigs are totally chill. Like, I'm gonna have to shove a baby into a hole. Can you... You're just chilling. Just... Can I get you in? Can I get you in there? Walk, little guy. See, my pigs fall through these holes just fine. I wonder if they just don't do it when they're running. There, see? He went fine in there. Okay, we need, we'll get a boar. And then a sow. And then another sow. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not an empty cage I was smacking you with. My bad. Because we have babbies. Kind of, sort of, not really grown up yet. As soon as they all grow up, that's the next generation. What? You guys. This is why. You need to go this way. Maybe I should put a trough. Like, how are you down here grown up? Go. They lose the motivation to go to the mama pig. Go. Well, she's... No, she's totally in there. Go. Up and over. Should I make these... Should I chisel these down more? Don't go down the hill. Go. Go. Off the edge. You too. Come on. This is the problem. My pigs are unmotivated. Look at them. Lazy pigs. Go, little guy. You know, in my other stuff, I have these chiseled down to like slopes instead of stairs. Like here, I just use stairs. Like this. Oh, that'll do it. Just smack them in the butt. They go right up those stairs. Do I have my pantograph? I do. Let's do that. There we go. Now it's like a ramp. Is that the last of you? No, look. See, they're just growing up. Can you... Run. There you go. Run after me. I don't care. Come on. Go. Come on. Sucker. That's right. Run to the top. Let's go. Get motivated. Alright. We're good. Pigmageddon. God. Okay. Well, they're calm, which was my goal, because now we can put them in Legendale and they won't, like, jump around and be spazzy. So if we go back to the rancher's house. Around to the backyard. It's our super realistic pig pen. Shh. You know. Oh, God. Mad pig. Yeah, I know, I know. I know. I know, I know. If you could not be mad, that'd be great. Sow boar. Look, the rancher has pigs. This is awesome. We're not going to put a trough in here. I'm just saying. I mean, we might put a trough in it, but we'll never fill it with food. There, you have 3 piggies. 3 little pigs. Amazing. So awesome. I guess I gotta put the elk here, too. Okay, the other project type thing. Is that a bunny? A raccoon. Little sneaky guy. The other project, in addition to decorate, we're gonna do the clothing trader too, I think. Is I want to make the stone bake oven. But Winnie, in all her wisdom, has made an entire village of very tiny houses. So stone bake oven is not going to fit in Legendale, and that's okay. It's too bad we don't have cows. We have those fuzzy cows. I mean, I know technically they're goats. I think they count as goats or sheep. I don't remember. But they look like cows. The Highland fuzzy sheep things. But they seem like a pain in the butt to domesticate. I'm going to try. On the server probably first, rather than here. Okay, we're wearing our winter gear in March. Let's fix that. Because I do want an excuse to make some of this other clothing. So, if I look at... I want the moon robe. There's a spice merchant coat. This moon cloth robe. Do we have one of those? It needs blue and purple. And a sewing kit. I'm just going to take all of our cloth. And all of our sewing kits. And we're going to go stand in our closet and make sure we don't already own this. Because it's possible. Very possible. And we're going to get naked. Well, we're going to get our character naked. Palma. We need our armor right now. No. Let's... Can't have anything here offhand to set armor on your armor stands. Put our armor up. That is good. Take off all of our fuzzy winter clothes. I want to make mannequins. Is it M-A-N-N? Yes. And to make a full body one, you have to make each piece first. And they are boards and hay, which we should be able to do pretty easily. And handily. Me. Doesn't matter what board we use. Someday I'm gonna hop off my roof without hurting myself. There we go. So I should be able to do. Okay, you have to be in the middle. Oh, there it was. There's the head. There's legs. And then there's torso. And if we put all three of those together, torso, head, leg, we get full body mannequin, which we can put clothing on, which is exciting. So I can go like this, maybe. Ah, there it goes. And the wrap and the jacket. Yeah, I'm just hoping that they did this. Oh, thank you for being able to put the entire outfit on. This makes me so happy. Look at that. It's us. Okay. We're naked now, but that's what we look like. So now I can put my like outfits, seasonal outfits together. This is so Winnie. Okay, I want that mooncloth road, but I want to make sure we do not own it first. That was my first worry, is that I had found it. The Marketeer shirt, which is kind of cool. It's got like a... I feel like, should we hide our backpack right now? While we're doing clothing things? Yeah, I think so. That's not bad. Last spring we did, I like purple pants. We do have a mooncloth robe, okay? This is why it's important for me to check. Okay, and you are a shoulder piece. So what I really want to do is look at the other recipes for the cloth that we have in our hand. Like midnight poncho, purple apron. So we can make a long sleeve pearl moon robe. Purple kirtle top. How great is that? I just need plain cloth, which I forgot. Hold on. Let's grab some. Boom. Back. Yes, we're in Winnie's closet. This is the fashion episode. Okay, so 2 of these and 2 of these gives us the cool purple kirtle top. Which, hello. How great is that? It looks pretty good with the mooncloth robe. That's nice. That's very nice. What else can we make with our fabrics? Make a black kirtle top. You can make hose. Reindeer herder trousers, red and black hose. The moth top. A black apron. Some of these are cool. Okay, blue. Cobalt mantle. The mooncloth robe. Azure embroidered shirt. Like short sleeve pearl moon robe. That's cute. Maybe that on top of our... What do you need? There's native gold nuggets. Really? How do we make this one? That's just purple with clothing. I feel like if it requires gold nuggets, we should probably make it. That's just my opinion, though. Look at that. Gold nuggets. I Can't believe there's clothing you can make. Oh, well, the fortune teller hip scarf, too. Aww. Which we're gonna have to make if I don't own already. Just saying. That goes in our belt slot. Do we own that? I don't think we do. I do definitely on the server. On the community server, but I'm pretty sure I do not own the hip scarf here. So... like, why wouldn't you? Need red cloth, which we have. A sewing kit. Many gold. Aha! Okay, so put that in place of our... It's kind of cool. Okay, so that means we probably need some kind of fancy, maybe hot pink pants. Can I get... Hello, Bueller. Is anything made from you? Why is my H not working? There it is. It was tired. That's fine. Pink and purple hose. Peasant captain, pink curled top. Pink apron, reindeer herder shoes. Pink and purple hose. I feel like that's kind of a moral imperative at this point. And of course, I didn't bring any plain black spline. There it is. Pink and purple. Gotta leave the recipe guide because my brain is a sieve. Yes? How's that treating us? Oh, it's pretty nice. Do we like... Yeah, I like the hip scarf's a nice touch. Okay. Does that mean we need the... scarf that goes with it? Red. We can do this. This is why it's so important to tick that ticky box that says allow any recipe regardless of your title. Like normally you would have to be a tailor to do this. Do we like the scarf? I mean, the scarf is kind of epic. That's cool. How about the shoulder robe? I'm gonna go with the short. The short version. Short sleeve pearl moon robe. Nice. Kind of a layered effect. I like it a lot. Do we need a jacket? That's the question. Do we need a jacket or a shawl? Okay, that's shoulder. We need a coat. How do I look up clothing that is body over? Is that a thing? Will that give me all the clothing that's body over? No, if I say like fur lined jacket. Yeah, upper body over. Wanderer furs. Ooh, that's different. Azure embroidered shirt is upper body. So let's try that upper body over. Beekeeper tunic. We gotta go to the village. alchemist shirt, because you can purchase the naughty and stuff. Reindeer herder fur coat, we can make that. It's not going to go with our outfit, though. Forlorn Hope pants. Linen tunic is upper body. What if I just search over? That cerise embroidered reindeer herder coat. Oh, we need this. Like, we don't know it yet. Minor bolo. I guess our reindeer herder coat would go. What do we have? I have the velvet surcoat. Like, you can't really see it, but it works. Adds a little bit of purple. Maybe that's the way to go. Commoner, the minstrel coat, but this is actually a scarf. It goes in the shoulder. Although that's not bad. That's not bad, really. It covers a lot of our purple. I kind of like our shoulder thing. Our shoulder shawl. Forgotten Noble robe. Nope, put that back on. You're very dark and scary. Let's not do that. Okay. That's good. Shoes. Shoes are very important. Is this an excuse to wear our thigh-high boots? No, because it covers all of our pants. What about the jailer boots are the right color, but again, I would like to emphasize the ridiculousness of these hose. That's not bad. Also, it's spring. Let's go for smaller shoes. This is like Imelda Marcos. Eat your heart out. Green's not going to work. What about white? A little white. Oh, that's nice. Barber surgeon shoes. I think that's the ticket. Unless we go a touch of green. One does want a hint of color. Yeah, I mean, the other alternative are the fur boots. Because they are purple. But I don't think we're going for the Uggs look here. It's spring. Right? God, it's only Winnie. Nice. Long moon robe can stay in the closet. Okay, we're done. We have exchanged our hip lantern for a pretty scarf right now. But I think we'll live. Okay, I didn't accidentally have clothing on me other than on my person. Okay, the great reveal. The in-personness of it all. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good spring outfit. I'm not gonna lie. I like the scarf. Is nice. Let's put our backpack back on. In terms of visibility. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, carry-on mod person. Mod. Lady, probably. I'm guessing. Because it's an amazing mod. But whatever. If you could please coordinate with the Vanity Mods creator. Please. And give us a little toggle for the carry-on chest. That would be super. Super, super duper. Because I don't want to see the chest on my back. Even if it's just a reed basket. Unless I'm missing, like, have I not read these very carefully? Hand, waist, arm, face, emblem, neck, head, shuttled, body, body over, leg, foot. No. Like, the backpack is just the backpack. Because I love the backpack. I do not love looking at a basket on my back. Just, please. 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 please, very much. Okay, is there any leather in here? No, that's all weak tannin though, so let's turn some of it into strong. Real quick. The chores are never ending in this game. Is it just me? Can't just be me. Especially if you want to actually get anything done. Okay. That's it. We're done messing around with clothes. Thank you. That could be its own episode. Winnie should just have a fashion show version of Vintage Story where that's all we do. Would anybody watch that? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Why are there bones in here? Can we get bones somewhere else? Like, this should just be... I just need a dedicated clothing chest, apparently. It's because I don't have any room in here. That's why bones were in there. Let's put bones in. I'll never find the fat. Hold on. Fat can go in here because it's prizes, basically. Oh no, let's put it in here with resin. Fat and resin, very valuable. Bones, stem bones can go in here. Because there's more room. Okay. Awesome. And I'm foregoing the hip lantern because, like, we have a nice lantern on our walking stick. I would prefer it be a bismuth lantern. However, comma. Wait, I'm just putting this stuff away so we can go night-night. And cages. Cages can also go in there. Beautiful. And you can be turned back into straw. And let's go sleepy time. Da-da-da. We're done on time. Oh, we're so good on time. So good. Okay. So I stated the problem about Winnie making houses that were... Also, Alina, thank you very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm sure that notice came up. I cannot see my Stream Elements notices. I have a little list of activity feed, and it's hiding behind my mic. So that happens a lot. Okay, I talked about our houses being small. Of course it's gonna rain. It's a feature. And I haven't harvested this flax, so I'll wax poetic while we harvest this flax. Because that's all we need, more flax. So I want to build the stone bake oven. And the houses in Legendale are too small, really, to accommodate it. Although you can build a small version. Like, nothing's stopping us, I guess, from doing that. And we can do that eventually. But I would like a practical one where we can mass produce pies and food and things for us, like bread to sell to traders to make money. Not that our kitchen setup doesn't do a fine job for us right now, but the stone bake oven is a wonderful mod. So my thought was a good excuse, a reason to have a stone bake oven. And it should probably be here where most of our food is to build a tavern. Right? We did this, I did that in Meadowmead. Meadowmead's entire purpose in life was alcohol making, so we had a huge, enormous tavern. We're not going to build anything that big, I don't think. I think that would be out of scale for this area. But the idea is just to have a simple building, maybe the size of our dye house, kind of, that's big enough to put a nice version of the stone bake oven in, and then have some little mock-up tables and things. And then we could also put a chef trader in there to have here in Rootholm. We're at Rootholm because we're in the base of the trees, the roots of the trees. Because I kept calling this treehouse base, and I think Chaos came up with a great either Rootholm or Rootheim, and I like Rootholm. So we're gonna build a tavern. And we're gonna think about planning to build a tavern. Big project. Fun project, I think. So let's take a tour of our current base, right? we have the house, the casa. This, we live and work and breathe out of this. The other thing I want the tavern for is to move our smokers off our front porch. Okay, so that's the list of things the tavern needs. It needs stone bake oven, space. It needs a smoker wall area. It needs tables and chairs and benches for, you know, patrons. And then it needs a place for our traders, so it needs a bar. So I want a bar, and behind the bar would be the oven. Maybe the oven's in a kitchen. So maybe there's a kitchen and a bar. And a seating room. And the kitchen can have the oven and the smokers in it. Or the smokers can be out on a porch. I don't know, that might be fun. Okay, so here's our house. Here are our fields. Everything's movable. Right? We have the bees, the chickens. This is kind of our agricultural area, right? The bees, the chickens, and the pigs. Brewery? Oh, that's a great idea, Yelly. Oh, that can be part of that same building, right? Brewery, kitchen, brewery, stone bake oven, smoker room, tables. Maybe we make 2 different functioning structures that are across the path from each other. See, this is where I get, like, I'm going down the Meadowmead path, but I think it's okay. So here's chickens, which we don't actively use. They're just here for ambiance, by the way. Pig building's pretty big. And then we have the windmill is centered. And I did all this on purpose. Like, our planning was on purpose in terms of how our buildings are spaced out. It feels like it should feel like a community. So we have our windmill with our storage closet. This is Winnie's closet. But it's a storage building. Windmill with storage building, and all of our work area up in the windmill. And then we have this space back here in the trees. That has, like, there's nothing here, but it's a nice flat, relatively flat area that's open. I wouldn't have to remove trees. And then here's the industrial area where we have our charcoal kiln, the beehive kiln, which I think is done, our steel kiln, which is definitely done, and then the dye house. D-I-E. Ha ha ha. Well, here's our orange cloth too. Nice. And orange dye. I'm kind of tempted to put it over here in the woods. But it could also easily, like, sit up here. Like, if we want to make it a little further away and expand the look of the village, it could easily sit back here in this spot. Like, it's big, empty, flat. It's on the back side of the village. It's closer to the traders. I don't know. There is that we're gonna fill in. Because I don't like it. That'll grow grass back. I was looking at pathing. Like, we could easily connect up to this path. Crabs are dancing in the rain. Hello? Sometimes it's hard to get the Are you perished, Mr. Crab? There it is. So we could easily put it back here. Like right here. And it would fill in this blank area around. Like the pond is kind of the center. If we look at the map too. Do we go this way into the woods? Do we put it here? Tavern, brewery. Like, I guess in the end it doesn't really matter where it ends up. It'll look cool once we integrate it with the style of the rest of the village and add paths and grow trees between them and stuff. Like, I need to grow some redwoods over here now that we have our industrial area put in. The idea is to fill in the sparse spots with redwoods. And we'll do that. So it would be easier to build it out here. Because there's nothing to interfere right this minute. It does not need to be huge. And it could face that way. So the traders, I feel like the entrance to the village is over this way. Not that I've extended the roads out. Like, we need to connect our traders to our pathing. But I think a brewery back here with access to the let's just say that that's an artisan spring-fed pond. Haha. That it would make sense that it would live back here. I think that's what we're going to do. So to that end, we want to grab just the framework. I'm going to just do this out of the real building blocks instead of rammed earth. To save us long-term time. We need some of those, and maybe some of those. And then we're going to need some granite cobblestone, since that seems to be what we build with. I'm not going to use ashlar. We're just going to stick to our cobble. And we'll just start there. Some cobblestone, some dry stone. And I might need to make more cobble. Yes and yes. And let me empty my pockets of this fabulous stuff real quick. And how is it dark again already? Did we just sleep? I swear we just slept. And our flax is full. That's right. Let's put it in with the mushrooms, because I can. And the crab meat. Can I wrap up crab? No, you can put it in a pie, though. Good for 8 days. We could do... It's 8 crabs per pie. That's the way that works. I also need to get rid of the orange cloth. Awesome. Okay, and our ceramic vessels are done too, I'm sure. Let's eat some of this food. And I'm gonna put our extra bowl back away. I'm gonna finish the pot of food and then we can eat the sandwiches. Okay, clay and granite stone gives us cobblestone. Lovely. And mortar. Nope, not bauxite. And granite stone, not mortar. Granite ashlar gives us dry stone, I think. Yes. I just want to kind of max out our dry stone stack so I don't worry about using it all. Perfect. Let's go rescue our ceramic holders. Ceramic holders? Our cream-colored vessels from Because I don't want to build in the dark. Are you done? Oh no, you turned black. Winnie didn't close the doors. Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to close the doors. Shh. Well, I'll tell you what I'll be doing this weekend. Making more vessels. Booger! That is so upsetting. Oh my god, it didn't even, I was just talking, doing things, didn't even occur to me. Okay, let's just shut the doors now. Because 2 doors is what was giving us red stuff, and I was into the red thing. Well, we can make a lot of the ash forest and Taik vessels, so I guess let's go make a couple of those. Oops! Shiva, you've been there, done that? Oh my god. Yeah. Let's feature. This is when I wish I could bring things between worlds. Like, I would use the hell out of these in my other world. Where'd I put that blueprint? Probably in here, yeah. Let's go back over to the dye house and make some of these. Because they are still very cool. Okay, with the blueprint and the blue dye, we can make some ash forest ones. And I love them, they're beautiful. So let's make a couple. We'll definitely make more than one. Probably make 4 of them, given how many of these we have. Oh my god. Just... really? Okay, there are those. What else? These are also very cool. We need white dye for these. Just here. Oh, those are nice. Let's make 2 of these. They're very subtle. Okay, maybe 4. Maybe 3. Oops. Make 3 of them, because then I'm going to turn these into irrigation vessels. Because I don't want them to go to waste, right? Irrigation vessel, yes. Boom. Because these can go in our farms real quick. Oops. More flax. Okay. Well, that's cool. We got some really pretty ones. The Talik and the Ash Forest are nice. Ugh. Can't believe I did that. I mean, I can. I can. Like, I know for a fact we don't... Oh, I did put them in the pineapples. Okay. We're done with these, right? Yes, okay. We just need to do them in Legendale. Putting irrigation vessels in the dark. Feature. Because I don't think these are done. And if I accidentally made too many... But I'm pretty sure, like, we haven't done it at all over there. And ask Winnie if she cares if these are matchy-matchy. The answer is no, she does not. So you fill them with water, set them in water, right-click them with dirt. Boom. And see the farmland, how it has 100% moisture around the edges? That's why they're magic. Okay. Well, we did something useful. We got our, like, 5 more irrigation vessels installed. That always takes me... Like, I'm usually done with the world by the time I get all my irrigation vessels in. Da-da-da. Okay, I think we put the chef in here, right? Jack. Yes, you're the chef. Put you in with the stove. So we should put a bunch of shelves with, like... We should do some napping. We should do a bunch of pots and... cooking pots and bowls and all that other stuff. But... that can wait. Put those away. I don't know why there were 3 berries on the ground, but we're gonna eat them. We don't like cranberry. That's terrible. I'm very saddened by that. I love cranberries in real life. Nothing better than homemade cranberry relish. One of my best friends has an incredible recipe, like her great-grandmother's recipe. And I'm sad that we no longer live in the same place. Although I make it. You know what I would like to do before we start doing this? I have all of Legendale's tools in my pocket. Let's fix that. I would like all this to live here, not there. I think. Yeah, I even have their saw. There. My saw in my other city. There. Yeah, let's say that. I made a pair of iron shears, which I'm loving. Loving. Okay. Because if we're gonna build at home, I'm gonna use my tools from here. Right? Because I can. Mostly because I have nice tools here. We need the saw for sure. Got a pantograph, the saw, the hammer, and the chisel. I think that's good and sufficient for now. Dry stone, cobblestone. Fancy containers ready to go to Legendale. And we're going to sleep. Yes, yes. And if we are going to put the smokers in the tavern, I should take them off our wall. For sure. All of this for a stone bake oven. The other thing I should probably do is make the stone bake oven layout I want. That might be a good idea too. Okay, I know I'm going to need a whole bunch of these redwood quarter logs, which you make with an axe and redwood in your inventory. So we'll do that. And I'm going to grab the smokers. Oh, I mean, I don't even know what to do with myself. Without those on there, I think we'll have to move, the flower pots up. Can I pick you up? I think I can pick up a flower pot. Yeah. There we go. Nice. And if I were cool, I would probably put the... I've been meaning to do this forever. Put the flowers far away and put the compost basket closer. And maybe our light up here, where I don't keep running into it when I go around the corner for firewood. I'm just saying. It's all this is what I did in Conan the other day. I ran around and did like little weird base housekeeping things that made my life so much easier. And the crazy high pillar of firewood was getting on my nerves, so there's that, and like this rope that I just set down here because whatever reason I had seemed reasonable at the time. Okay, and the fact that I have a book on the floor also is bothering me. Also, we have too many rugs. Too many. You're a soaked hide, my dear. You need to go in a cabinet. You need to go in with the other soaked hides that are waiting for processing. And you're a brown bear and you're a polar bear. Okay, you two can stay in here. That seems reasonable. And somehow I have paper. And an inkwell. Like, that inkwell has been there forever. Oh, there's the extra tin bronze anvil that I was going to put in Legendale. Oh, well. I know it's there. Okay, bears, rug. See, that's better. That's our glider. Glider schematic. Someday we'll make that. We were running out of room for books. Just FYI. Need a library in Legendale. Library building. Okay, let's go do this. Building. It's a beautiful day. Do we like it? We want it here. I don't like these scrubby woods. Do we want it like out here on the backside of the traders? No, I think I want it to be part of the village we've built. I mean, it could go right here. And I could just dig up the berry plants. Like, they're just here because they're here. What I really want to do is go into creative and fix this trader's house because it's so gross looking. But I have refrained. We may come back one day and find that rebuilt. This is my pineapple farm. Does it make sense to put it here? I mean, it's kind of, there's a path this way. What do we think? I really don't know how big. I don't want it to be too big. Tavern. House, windmill. I think around back over here is fine. This is good. This gives us an excuse to expand this direction. Yes. Yes, let's do that. Okay, and that means I need a scythe because I would like to clear the grass. So we can do building things and then we can make the grass come back later. Yeah, it makes sense that the tavern would be over here. Once we have more... I think I just like the redwoods. Once we have more redwoods... You need to be on remove grass, please. I am gonna destroy that berry bush in a second. Okay, not crazy big. Tavern, covered centerpiece, wood tables. It's kind of the scale I didn't manage to get in Meadowmead. But that I have some inspiration pictures for. Well, the other thing I wanted to make were, did you know you can make the trader canopies? Like their actual recipes? You need one of the blueprints to do it. But I wanted to experiment with that and see if we could maybe put one of those on our trader house here. The house that we made. I don't know about y'all. It just helps me to get rid of the grass so I can see. Something about the grass makes me not be able to see the dimensions. My eyeballs get distracted. This feature. See, you're just a regular... Like, I don't care about you because you're not a fancy cranberry bush. So we're just... Oh, but here we go. Ripe duration and nutrient uptake. We'll save that one. Save it, save it, save it. Oh, my. Oh, it's doing things at me. No thanks. Weather update. Thanks. I know. It's hot and humid. It's going to rain this afternoon. Thanks. Phone. Okay. That's probably good. Pick up all the little things. Clean up the edges with our knife. Winnie's actually going to build a rectangle, just FYI. And we're gonna, because the trees are so much a part of this build, I want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's almost like it's perfect. If I said I want to come 1 block in from these trees. Should we have the cranberry bush right on the outside? I think we should, probably. Maybe 1 back. Okay, so that gives us a 5 wide, what I'm going to call a porch. And these are going to be 2 long buildings with like a paved patio between them that's covered. And the doorways into each building. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Takes us back to here. 1, 2, and they don't have to be the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can do a lot in a 5 wide space, I think. And not be 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Or is it a mistake to not make them the same size? That's a good question. And what's our basic? Like, our basic roof height is 4 plus the roof. I almost fell in there. We're gonna, like, do we need this? No. We don't. You guys just stay down there. Be happy. Bye. Here's you. Being a Botorn. Here's me. Bye-bye. Okay. 4 high? We want a little... Yeah, I think I need it to be 4. Because it'll eventually be 3 for put a... on a roof. Put a flat roof on it. Do something. I want to use the roofing mod for the 2 buildings. And then they should also have entrances that are not 3, 1, 2, 3 that are back here. So another way in and out that kind of goes off this direction. Because eventually I want roads to our traders. Which is another project. That might be a cozy stream. Where we just scythe the path all the way to the trader. And then come back on it with path blocks. So we can run to our other neighborhood traders, I guess. Already too big? I don't know. I don't think so. They have to be the same size. Maybe this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which way should it be shorter? Maybe it should be shorter this way. Yeah. So it's Winnie thinking out loud while she plans. She can hear the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you can build in squares and rectangles. Like, everything is a square and a rectangle. But I will tell you that they will look much more interesting if they're different sizes. That's it. That's my secret. I build in squares. Well, I build in rectangles. But all the rectangles are different sizes. That's it. That's the only thing that's different between your boxes and my builds. Because I started out building boxes. Like everybody else. We should do that for Cozy Stream. I'll take y'all through my very hilariously bad first real long-term Minecraft world. And you can see all my rectangles. And bad roof lines. And flat glass windows. You know. Okay. Is the scale right? I think the scale is right. This is stepped back. I think it should be stepped back one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're gonna put some of this. This is gonna be the smoker house, and we're gonna bring it back. I think I can get the oven. You know, I say that. This is still gonna have this. We'll make our pillars custom. Okay, what do I mean by that? So, this... How high do we have these? Like 2 on the pigs? What do I have in the house? I have the whole lower story as cobble. I think we want to step up into the tavern. Oops. I love the dry stone. Just FYI. So we're putting some of it in our walls, right? I don't know where the door goes for this side. Big doors? Probably big doors. Little doors. Okay, and then the rest is cobble up to the second. And everything is going to be a step up. Oops. Where's the door? There's the door. The doors go in the middle at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe our doors go here. Cool. And this is, door there, door there. Yes, yes. Which means our floors have to be something fun, like fanned cobble. What kind of fanned stone do we have? Peridot would be fun. Green floor. Fan slate gives us a dark flow. Chert. It's kind of the accent stone that we've been using Maybe chert is good. That's kind of a red floor, and it would make brick. We could put bricks in, and it would go with it. Yeah, let's do chert. Band chert. She says, hoping that we have chalk, fire, slate, granite, bauxite, sticks. I have a container of chert up in the casa. It's like a chest. Yes. And look, I already have fanned chert and some dry stone. And those things, and chert sand and gravel, hopefully. Yes, awesome. So we can put down some of these and then get our magic stone quarry mod tools. And I'm gonna need just the rock, so we need the rubble hammer. Like so. Baby rocks. Baby rocks. Just gonna eat up this whole slab. Because we have a lot of floor to make. So if we take our chert rocks like this and we put some sand on the left and some gravels on the right, we get a band chert. And I'm just gonna do that whole stack. And maybe this stack too. That's plenty. I'm gonna go put all our stuff back. Oops. You two go back in your home. And it's daylight at 6 p.m. because I have the accessibility mod on. Just kind of stuck on bright right now. It's not gonna stop us. Okay, there was the sand and the gravel. Can't believe chert has its own like container. Hilarious to me. You guys are flowers. You could eat you. You could go in the compost bin. Eat some berries. Put our tools back. Slate I don't care about. Band chert. Yeah, this will be nice. Like it's somewhere different. It's over yonder. And I think we should run this way. Yes. My pattern. Step down and go out? I don't know. Probably not. There we go, and it's super dark. I think we need all of our stone to go the same direction. Whole point of this is all going to be paved and root, and we might intersperse some grassy, mossy something somethings, but for right now most of it should be, I'm going to do the whole thing in the chart, and then we'll go through and strategically make some corners broken up with other things. I'm gonna have to make more. I really thought we had plenty We were really close. Like, to be fair, very close. Okay. Let's also, while we're here, just put some convenient lighting so we can see. And we'll move these to... Okay, that's a lot. Let's put this one inside. There we go. Oh, look. Now we can kind of see what we're doing. It's amazing. We need more chert though, so let's go sleep. Can't believe we used all that. Wow. Wowita. Can I set this in here? No. Can I set it on here? Yes, but I don't have my rubble hammer. Hold please. Gimme, gimme. Let's just get all this. Da, da, da. Tavern. I don't know if we have enough room for everything I want to do, but we'll cram the smokers on the outside porch. I think is the right strategy. You and you. I was like, I picked up all these stones. Where did they go? Still have the random 5 chert things. Here. Oh no, am I out of room? I am. You there? Nope, I need you back. You can go there. Something. Really? Okay, there's the chert dry stone. That's what we need. Okay. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. I don't know that we'll finish this. We'll get the building, the walls put up. And the layout done. Like, where do the smokers go? Where's the bar? Where's the brewing station? And where's the stone bake oven? I keep picking up things. Like, random... The chert stones flew everywhere. Are y'all done? Just randomly. Okay. I really did not anticipate that this location would become such a huge part of my playthrough. I'm very glad that it has, because it's really fun to do and work on. But it does compete a little bit with the Legendale. I don't think we're too fussed about that. Okay, here's what we want to do. I want to put, we're going to do some dry stone. To break up that, like, patterniness. Which also means the dry stone kind of oozes out onto the path. And that'll help me when I'm making, like, blending decisions later about where stuff needs to go. Like at one point more was paved, but the dirt has kind of encroached. We can do the same thing with chert gravel too, which I should just go get. Because otherwise I will forget. Don't need much of it. Let me show you. Like so. See, and then it's not like a square, boring. I'm gonna be very careful around this. That berry, we want to leave that. Good, and then this will just kind of fade into the actual path blocks and connect back up to the other path. Which I think we're gonna do on this side of this tree. Like we're gonna, so because your paths should, I've done builds with all straight paths and it looks too, for me, it's too rigid and regimental. I like it when it looks like the path is there because that's where people walked to get to where they were going. Okay. So this is porch, right? Smokers here. And I'm wondering if I could just build them into the wall. Just do this. Or should they be on a ledge? Yeah, maybe they should be on a ledge. Yeah. Something. I really like the dry stone cobble, in case that was unclear. It just makes it look more cobbly. And Winnie always does her entire walls first and then worries about windows later. So, yeah. Or should this be... chert dry stone? That's kind of cool, actually. That's the smokehouse, kind of. And we can put, we can do cool stuff like, we grab some fences. That's oak. I'd really like some aged fences. Hold on. There's something about aged fences that makes things... It's aged ebony. Very aged wooden planks. I'm gonna take some of those. Do I not have very aged I don't, but we can do this. Aged oak wooden fences. We'll try both the acacia and the aged. And then I do have 1,000,000 support beams. We also have carved... Oh, maybe we need the carved acacia for the tavern. That's why you lay stuff out. Yeah, I like it back there behind the pond. It's a good place to put it. Like, maybe our smoking area. I.e. smoking... food. Not cigars. Then I have the tops, I do. Just pour up here. Oh, that's not the right kind of top. Hold on. It's this one. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Give me all the... Like, that's cool. It's actually very cool. Would I do that for all of them? No. But we can mimic that over here. Like, I can make a carved version of redwood. Okay. However, comma, the fences... I wanted to do this. We like the aged oak? Or do we want the acacia? The aged oak is nice with... Yeah, I think we want the aged. I think we want the aged. Because we're going to use the acacia. Oh my god, if I could click in the right place. Come down. That's a start. Okay, I really need the door to be here so I can put this here. Because... You know what, we're just gonna make this an archway, maybe? Yep, yep. And these will all be chiseled into stairs, in case that was unclear. Because I think we want to do... What do I have? Those and those. If I put a bottom here and a bottom here and put these together. And then grab our wrench. Type correctly, lady. And say... Oh, a wrench changes what you are. Ooh, I like that a lot better. Are you stuck that way? Your orientation is always good. Okay, so right there. I think I'm okay with that. Or should they just be straight up? I think I could carve something better. Okay. I think we could do these, and I can make them fancy. Lights and lights. That's definitely cozy. Finish the walls real quick. Put these down correctly. Like so. Pardon me, coffee? Have coffee, stare at wall. Okay, let's look at the scale. Oh, I meant for it not to be all cobble. It's supposed to be acacia, Winnie. Okay. Oh, please. Yeah. The whole top 2 layers should be like that. Maybe that is the stone house is not, but this is supposed to be acacia top. And I was trying to check the scale. Should be a lot like our dye house with long boards. The board's running this way, and then I can put windows in it. I.e., I can copy the windows from the dye house, so I don't have to make new ones. Because I think they're pretty cool. Okay, and wood is warmer than the pure cobble. Okay, and let's do the stairs so that. Oops. I love them recessed. Right? Nope. That, oh, that's because I had this. That's why it looks weird. I'm like, why does that look weird? Would our stairs be? I actually think they would. They look weird though. Those are okay. What if we did them out of the dry stone? If I could find it. That's better. It's better than the cobble. Don't know why. My eyeball doesn't want an interruption in the color going up into the building. Okay, the roofing. The two buildings should have independent roofs. And then this should be like a patio, right? So the roof should be... We may just have to fake it and carve a roof. I need like a lattice, right? I could probably manufacture one. Okay, windows. Winders. This is what I did here. They're quite lovely, and they are between... They are their own single block. And they just need glass and polished shirt to copy them and include their materials. Maybe we don't have windows on that side. I can put little narrow windows in between those two blocks. Okay, let's grab our... Oh, my food is rotted. Rude. Wash our dishes, because we're responsible adults. And we like a clean kitchen. Zoom zoom. Oh, this is much better. The rot chest being so much closer is really important. Okay, eat a sandwich. Nice. Oh, they're rotten. No. Fresh for 5 days. Why do they look so bad? What's wrong with you, sandwich? Sandwich has exploded. Fresh for 5 days. Okay. We're just gonna ignore that. It's hilarious. Texture snafu. Oh, random stairs I made. Hem. Roof. Windows. Chert. Polished chert. That's what we were doing. Which I do not have. But I can have. Get this out. And we grab which one of you? I think... Nope, you make the babies. You make the polished. Cut polished rock, yes. Give me all of those. It says 3 times rot are in the sandwiches. Oh god, okay. Well, you know, little rot never hurt anybody. We'll see if I like it. Okay, I'll look at it. It just said the overall thing said it was fresh for 5 days. Oh, 3 rot. Wow. 2 onion, 2... So something inside the sandwich rotted. Well, did that give me a food preference? I'm dying to know. Liked. Duty-free cooked fennel flax bread. Mushroom. Neutral. Disliked fish, cranberry, lobster, onion. I am craving flax bread and shiitake mushrooms. Okay, so I should probably put these in the rot chest. I don't really have a particular desire to eat rot today. Carrots are 81% spoiled. Bad mayo, says Shiba Bud Bud. Yep. You're so right. Just bad all around. Gotta get... Okay, let's get some glass. Is that lightning? Is that why it's flashing? I do have a lightning rod. Not that I have it on the house. It is lightning. Cool. Let's see what I have to eat down here. Rotten pies. What? Give me that. I guess I need to break it. What is happening? Why can't I break that shelf? Oh, medium fertility soil. That seems... I broke my shelves because pies rotted on them. That seems... Oh, there are the shelves. Okay. So this is like... I feel like I need to relog. Or maybe break the block behind them. There are very bad things happening. Let's relog. Those tile entities are really having a hard time. We're not ready to update yet. I know we're at... The current version of this world is 22.3. The current version of Vintage Story is 22.6. However, the vast majority of our mods have not been updated to .6. Most of them are still at .3 and maybe .4 and 5. I am... Okay. Very bad things. My world did not load in correctly. That is terrifying. Where are we? That was my stairs. My whole house is not rendered right now. I'm gonna restart the game. Because reasons. Okay. Single player. We shall see. I am very trepidatious right now. Okay, I definitely have a chunk rendering disaster. Okay, the good news is I took a backup right before I did work. We do not have a backup right before stream, but we have one that's previous. I'm sure this is the same thing that Ashanti experienced when the library wouldn't render for her. So it should be possible. Like, the stuff is there, it's just not rendering. Which seems very bad. So, I think we're gonna leave it there for today. Oh my god. I'm sure this is fixable. I have a high hope. And if not, we'll roll back to a previous backup because I have backups. Like, even my character's flashing. Which is odd. Only half the chicken. Yeah, it's an entire chunk that's corrupted. It looks like a 32 by 32 by 32 block. Oh, the bottom of my windmill is included. I mean, you know, also the rest of my world's not rendering. Okay then, we're gonna call that a day. Oh, and I will troubleshoot and figure out how to fix this. Thank y'all very much for hanging out and streaming with me today in Vintage Story. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. It helps me out, and I do appreciate it. And until next time, remember, you are all the shiny stuff that awesome is made of. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.